NyanCave.
Hey, hi, welcome.
Hello. Man.
Are you all ready for some happiness?
Happy times. The picture I used for the thumbnail is literally moments before disaster.
Oh, really?
This is what happened, and then someone got eaten by a wolf.
Oh.
It was like, wow, everything's so nice. Eaten by a wolf.
Yep.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
You can cross that off the Yokotaro bingo card. Eaten by a wolf.
Happy birthday,
Hey.
Metal Fusion Master. Whoop, 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 whoop.
It's actually a double. It's right beside getting killed next to a loved one.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. Now all we need is sibling murder, and I think we got a bingo. Oh, wait, that's just the free space.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
I've been here like 3 times.
This is where Vice and I first met, and first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose, in a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
Magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
You know, for a book, he has a pretty limited vocabulary.
He really does. I'd expect a little bit more. I'm going to play a thing.
At the hospital with 2 half-crushed bones in my right foot because I tripped on the sidewalk like an idiot. So glad to have you guys here.
Simon!
Oh, Simon!
Oof.
I hope it doesn't hurt too bad. But, yeah, no, you're not an idiot. Believe me, it happens. I straight up walked into a telephone pole one time and almost broke my nose.
I had a friend who was taking pictures, and I was hopping along, like, you know, the parking divider things.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like for the bumpers. I was hopping along those, and he was following me, and he slipped and fell and broke his ribs.
Oh, ribs are a weird one to break, too, because they don't heal exactly.
It's just so, like, humans are silly, aren't we?
Yeah. I hope you feel better soon, though.
Get well soon.
Okay. And metal, yeah, it is Liam. As the book or magazine.
And now the path is open.
Ominous.
Very.
You have no idea how it happened? Yeah. I'm convinced I'm going to hurt myself on stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes me extra careful around stairs.
What about these stairs?
Take the ramp.
Trips and falls on those things. This place is nice.
Mm-hmm. First person view, I think. Just wanted to see if we could recognize them. But I think they're just
ladies.
just lady.
Statue ladies.
Nope. Very pretty though. Oh, birds.
To whom does the true voice speak?
Okay.
Hi, birds.
I did not expect that.
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
Riddles again?
It can talk!
It's got such a frickin' like manly voice. Oh my god.
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I've heard this somewhere before.
Oops. Oopsies. I just want to break those boxes.
Oh! Phoenix sword.
Wow.
to match our phoenix spear.
It's just so random how we find...
Guess who got food poisoning?
Oh,
This guy.
John!
John,
Oof,
I'm sorry,
ouch.
man. Everyone's having a bad day.
It's been a day for people.
Yeah.
I saw your gif in the member chat of the little Elmo on the toilet. Cute, but
What
oof.
did you eat? Was it meat? Sorry to hear that, though.
To whom does I ask? Why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Let's go with the disease.
Yeah.
That seems more...
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
healthy diet and exercise. Ah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would do it.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I wonder if we could have found these answers somewhere.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
Bird?
Bird.
They are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master.
Yay, we did it!
You may enter.
Cool.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
The door is open. Let's go.
Oh, you just need to learn through context clues while playing? Nice. That's fun. Oh, I should have asked if there's like another freaking weapon in a box just lying around somewhere. No! No!
It's the twins from your village.
Popla, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village?
I like Devil.
This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
We're asking the questions right now.
Don't shush me!
They're right. Let's go. I'm so tired. I bet you it's a game.
I know.
over.
It's probably an instant game over.
Yeah. They're not going to answer that. I'm just going to go with the Aegis Choir answer because, like, you know, sometimes we just forget that we're here for Yona, so I'm going to not.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad.
I did save outside, yeah. I like their staffs.
Mm-hmm.
Staffs? Staves?
Scaves.
Sticks?
We didn't want to fight you.
Oh, so pretty though.
We really didn't want to.
So cool.
Devila, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
No.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Was pants the whole time, right? I thought they were wearing like a nice dress, but it's gaucho pants. I dig it. Comfy, mobile,
Dangerous.
dangerous.
We never thought we'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
What now?
Damn. That was a really good scream.
copied my powers.
Oh no, like wall? They can't have wall. We can't beat that.
Shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Devila, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
Ooh, wow. Oh, that did some damage. I guess, like, I can get them when that goes down?
Wow. You're oofing that lady.
Oh, shit.
Punching you, that's your move. Oh, ow. Don't punch my face. Oh.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
They have such great aesthetic.
Yeah.
I just can't be mad at them.
They know how to make an exit as well. Like,
The Shadow Lord's castle map.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Well,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
our book's broken. He's become as NyanCave. He cannot read.
Our audiobook is corrupt.
Yeah.
I think I hear a waltz.
I definitely hear a waltz.
Welcome to the show.
I remember this scene from Anastasia.
That's another movie that's very happy and nothing bad happens.
Not at all.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all Shades!
Well.
Now, we don't want to panic at the disco.
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to
Whoa!
leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Nice. Oh shit, that does damage.
Wow! That also does damage.
These are not, like...
Oh, you went a little Weiss there for a second.
These are not the easiest guys, are they?
No. But when they're all paralyzed, they're much easier.
Ulu! Wow!
Oh, 30%. Cool. I think I might stick... I'm gonna reassess my words after this. Word?
Wow.
Sarkin. Ooh. Are you getting back up, my dude?
No, only to disappear.
Cool.
Very cool.
Oh. Sometimes, like, I get hit by the, like, inside of their arc, where I'm, like, tracking the outside of it, though. Ooh, wow, that just straight up broke it.
Yeah.
Do a little less of that.
Oh, we had a big thunderstorm last night.
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Rolled in out of nowhere.
Which is
Like,
weird
right
because
on
we
top of us.
never get thunderstorms in Vancouver.
I think, like, maybe once a year. Twice, maybe.
Like, it's usually like a flash of lightning and that's it.
In the distance, too.
In the distance. This was super close and... Oh, balls. It was crazy. It sounded like the air was, like, literally cracking in half.
Yeah, it was, like, right on top of us. So cool. Oops. Oops. Nope, don't want that. Oh, right. I forgot.
Whoa! Whoa! The ball guys are also healers.
Oh, there they are. Just throw your hands up in the air and
Yeah,
eject
it's like
your
a hula
balls.
hoop.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, wow, level 9. Shoot, sorry.
Yeah, you got in that kill streak though. Damn.
No, I was just kind of
Holy shit.
Oh, more.
What kind of ghost man are you, LOL?
Okay, fine.
That perfectly fine in Japanese is daijibu and it made me laugh so hard for some reason. Also, the trophies spoil that fight, upside down face.
Oh, really? Orion! I didn't even see what the trophy was. Thank you.
Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us.
Protect the hussy, yes. Good plan.
Yes. Good plan. I'm trying to... I just jumped that attack. That's so cool.
Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
Damn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine!
Oh, please don't get stabbed again. Wall of balls.
Wow. Is this where all the shade from Drag Race is stored?
Are they? Wow.
Ah, ooh, fuck. Ouch, oofies.
Huh.
BL!
Yep.
Kaine! What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine.
Oh, you literally have to go help Kaine.
1 second.
We need to help Kaine.
I'm aware. Oh.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
Wizard man. With a wizard plan. Oh, they're so cute. They're actually little turnip boys. This is
What happens when they evade too many taxes? At 3:30 p.m. today.
A minute. A pigator. Oh, just a regular pig.
Wolfango, take your pick.
You don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Oh, he's got a big pimple.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh god, it's canon. This really is a Zelda game, isn't it? We're
How
Link.
should I know?
Oh.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, all right?
I've had enough of your questions.
I guess so. Whoa, shit.
Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
I wonder if I can parry this fighter. Okay.
It seems to lose some control when it charges.
It only knows how to go in a straight line. Oof! Yeah, get him!
Against the shock. Damn shit. Oh dear.
Oh! They digivolved. It made a little Eeyore house.
Well, I heard that house was built out of entirely out of depression, which is in abundance right now.
It really is. You should put that armor break.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Because boy, he sucks. Oops. You're knocking pieces of armor off left, right, and center.
Oh, really? I didn't see it. It would be really nice if they
Oh, you haven't even put anything on your
I
Phoenix Spear.
haven't. Oops. Or my Phoenix Sword that I'm using, actually. Yeah, I do wish the weapons were sorted by type, so that I could put, like, different words on each type of weapon, and then I can kind of, like, you know, have, like, the sword be at damage, and then...
Well, what Batch Assign doesn't do anything, does it?
It does it to all of the weapons.
Oh, okay.
Oopsies. So, like, yeah, I could have, like, damage swords, armor break, great sword, and, you know, whatever. But, I mean, I guess I really am mainly just using one weapon, so it's really not that big of a deal. Armor break and EXP 30. Let's not.
Wait, you want to get rid of the armor break?
For the sword, yeah. This is the Fate.
Oh, for light,
this is the
light
katana,
sword?
yeah.
Ah. I don't think you can sick drift this boar.
That's guard break. That's armor break. I still just have 15% attack power. That's the highest I have.
Sad.
Yeah. I do have 30% EXP, which is cool.
You can go item drop rates too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I like item drop rate more than experience. For the great sword, I'm using the Phoenix sword. Armor break 30, EXP 30. I think I'm just gonna replace EXP with
Item drop?
yeah.
Because item drop is just better.
I think
In
so.
my opinion, too.
I think so.
I wonder if it's like word drop too.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to think so, but I have no reason to think so.
Phoenix Theo.
So if my greatsword has armor break, I guess I could give this like guard break, and that might be fun.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Item drop rate and blah, blah, blah. Actually, I haven't done my magic words in a long time too. Where was guard break? I passed it.
20%.
Oh, I don't know if I've done my martial arts in a while either. Guard resistance 15, MP recovery 25. That one's so good. That's very
Wow. Very nice.
good. Oops, I could have whatever. magic. Oh no, I have done these. Yeah, because most of them are, and that's fine by me. Oopsies.
Oh,
I got like a block off, but count it. Oh, that no.
wind pressure, man.
Yeah, I really teed myself up for him.
Bonk. Wow, you're doing so much damage. And it's cool that, like, where you hit... Oh, he has so many horseshoes attached to him. They're not bringing you
Not
any
his
luck.
lucky day,
No.
I can't watch those.
Right, Slobbertooth? It's, like, actually moments before disaster, too. Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
This thing?
Oh, it's making stink happen in the room.
No. Oh God, what was I doing?
I can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Let's go!
Oh, now
I know
they're
they
running
said
for
go.
the door.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. It's just go. Door? Or do I keep taking him down while you guys do that? Okay, good, we're good. Whew. Is he gonna come after us?
Oh God! Here he comes! Box, new weapon.
Phoenix sword?
Dragoon Lance. What does that look like?
What do I have on? Oh no, I don't want to batch assign this because I've done Varol Mazar. Oops. 490, 300. Oh, I remember this one.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Up here!
I don't think I missed anything, right?
I don't think you did.
I don't see them. I know he said up here.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. That's fine. You gotta check.
You gotta check. You gotta know.
Here, yeah. Oh my God.
We deal with this thing.
Oh God, I can hear him coming.
Please, hurry!
Oh crap.
How many of those had weapons in it? Oh, here he come. The boxers are literally there to slow you down. But little did they know. Ooh, spear is the way to go.
Now is the best time to loot the crates. Oh, is now the best time? Absolutely. That's when they get you.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
There's 3 weapons. Shut up.
Attack incoming!
Oh, oh, he got me.
Oh, he got you. Woohoo! Nice dodge. Oh, it's insta-death if he catches you? Ooh.
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament. Strike the beast while it's down.
Wow.
Hit the thing while it's down!
Wow. You run for the door first or kill it
I think we
first?
got to kill it first.
Okay.
Oh.
Our friends! The men of the masks. Oh, I love them.
I have no idea how you guys got here. Wow. To be sassy like that? The King of Facade being like, gee, I wonder what Ganon's up to.
Literally. Let our friends through. Oh, this song.
What are you doing here?
You are correct.
But
Aww.
hey, stop! Let me go!
Oh.
Damn it! King, no! No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
Okay, game. Why?
Open the damn door!
Oh.
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
This mix is so good. Oh, the vocalization. Oh.
Devila. Popola.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Yona.
Weiss! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister?
I love Devila so much.
All of us. every person standing in this room are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No, they still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now, you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Okay.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
It's a good-looking shell.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires.
Oh.
And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Is now the time to read the documents?
I suppose so.
Yeah, let's do documents.
Don't try so hard, man.
Don't try. My birthday.
No, it was Gestalt. Is it?
Project Gestalt report. Gestalt report 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilian repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out and is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue.
21.
Observer 21. Codename Popola. Ooh, 32% sleep.
Project Gestalt Report 9182. This report discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain Gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed. Lips are dry. With some relapse Gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the Gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority, and it looks likely to continue for some time. So... This is about the shades, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the relapse and then the loss of sentience in the Gestalts makes them into shades, I think.
Yeah.
And then the shades attack the replicants, which are us.
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Yes. Project Gestalt Report 10432. Shorthand minutes of Case 23, Emergency Response Conference, Committee Special Meeting. Issue: Observed upward trend in relapses, noted and discussed. Issue: Acceleration of Restoration Schedule, approved. Report: Debate over using codename NieR for Human Restoration Schedule. Report: Preparations to launch Vice decoding system for above. Report: Order to collect a collection of guidance and release code for Aegis alongside Vice launch. Observer 21, Popola. Observer 22, Devila.
Oh, Project Gestalt Report 11242. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process were not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its sister, the relapse case known as Yona. The observer contact group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. Hey!
Greetings! Come to the village! We have a shop!
And cheese. No, oh, there it is.
I thought, like, is this going to be one of those epic no music fight? Oh, she's absorbing the particles.
Us. We're the same. tools in the hands of a master.
No, I'm nothing like you.
Damn, son. Ooh. So those used coloring books were literally just...
I don't know if we ever used them for anything, actually.
No, we just collected them off the dead bodies of the children. Oh, this is so good. Oh, it's a duet? Of course it's a duet. What else would it be? My
Both
God.
of them.
I have to pee. I'm sorry. This is so exciting.
Sorry. I don't know if I can pause. I'm afraid to skip it. Sorry. I thought it would keep going.
It's okay, just have to pee.
Popola, are you crying? No, don't die. You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it.
Aww.
This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you.
Oh.
Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone!
Let's stop this now.
Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop? Popola, wait! It doesn't have to. No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Ooh. I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
Don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Oh.
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. Cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
Where can I get more MP from?
I don't want to fight her!
Freaking mechanics.
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
Oh.
Sorry.
No stopping ever!
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped!
When the tranquilizers
Got
kick
an
in.
idea!
Uh-oh.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right.
Oh.
You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend.
Okay, game.
Goodbye, my friends.
Oh.
Thank you for everything.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something. No!
Oh.
Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Oh, whoop.
Emil! You jackass, get back here!
Oh dear.
Oh.
Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone.
Oh, you said you'd be fine.
Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Awful everything.
Oh.
Oh. My boy.
I know, he was so good.
So I guess the Shadow Lord is our human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll play a couple things before we...
Sure.
Hey, Oscar.
Oscar, thank you for becoming a golden waffle. Oh.
Emil, you sweet summer child, why must you break me like this? Now I can't stop crying like a baby. Alexa, play Kane themes, please.
Shion! Thank you, Shion.
And now to quote Clay, well, this planet is now on the map of the Saiyans. Also, my poor baby boy, I hate this but not really, you know?
JD!
Yeah. No, it's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kaine's never been good at
We are
keeping a
all
lid on her
nothing but
emotions.
unfeeling soulless tools, just let us herder you. One battle later. How dare you herder my sister?
Mr. Mega Hussy! Right?
Is that a reference to that skit?
I think herder instead of murder.
Oh. Oh, wow.
So many babies. Oh, you're gonna fight the babies? Take this, school children. Ah.
You probably shouldn't.
Taro recently said if he made Monster Hunter Rise you'd need to pick which twin to survive and which to use as materials for anti-final boss sword. Just twisting the knife.
Lorenzo! Yoko Taro is a horrible man. A horrible, wonderful man.
I love this sister.
I know. Let's never play a Monster Hunter game written by Yoko Taro.
Master Aegis, what are we going to do?
I stopped playing right before where you stopped last stream so I could experience this in real time with you.
Aww.
Worth it, lol.
Nice.
Angry!
I think it's really cool having a shared experience.
Yeah. Thank you, Angry. This is how Yoko Taro does therapy for himself. He's like, I will inflict as much harm, emotional harm as I can. Would a Monster Hunter game by Yoko Taro just be you playing a monster and raising a family, then having to watch them be made into hats by human players? Like,
Something
honestly,
like that.
that's what it would be. You'd be a mama monster. Your baby would go missing. You'd see your baby peeking out over a hill. You'd go to, like, run up to it. Monster Hunter man with your baby's head on his head.
Yona!
He's a moth.
Man. Mothman. Man moth. Man moth. Very different.
This ends here!
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
What a good track.
Star Wars sound effects here.
To stand against the Shadow Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Such a man, a fool. I am nothing like
How
you.
awesome his voice is.
Strike it when it has stopped. Watch out!
I was hoping that would have done a little more.
He's got armor up right now. There you go.
No! Impossible!
Be careful!
I know!
Man, sometimes I feel like this inside, you know? Fight in yourself.
Your Shadow Lord self.
Your Shadow Lord, Edgelord self.
It's a month, man.
Angry! Yeah, he's not being much of a moth right now. He's being more of a man.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Oh, shoot, some dark lightning.
What? Corey! Thank you for becoming one of us. One of us. Join us. Oh! Get him! Get him! Ooh!
Wait. Brother?
Yona.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
The
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to. I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that I love you.
Hurry! The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kaine, watch over Yoda for me.
Oh.
Didn't want me to understand your sadness. Think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on, let's finish this.
It's so sad.
What's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Do it! Strike the killing blow! One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not. It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name. Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Oh.
Nice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
That's really sweet.
Oh, you have no MP.
Something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shadow.
This is so freaking cool, by the way. Like, geez, man.
Very cool.
Is Yona all right? Oh, God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her.
Oh. Right.
We gave her melons.
Yeah.
Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food?
Oh,
no! Cookies.
What's my favorite book?
Old shade coloring books. The one about the big tree.
That's my magic storybook.
Okay.
What's my favorite place?
Next to
Our
your
house.
brother.
Home with you.
Yeah.
What's my favorite flower?
The lunar tear.
The lunar tear.
Hey.
Yeah!
Okay, one more question.
Okay.
Who do I love more than anyone?
Kinda. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh.
They
Damn
make you spell your name out. Cookies.
Cookies. If I left the space in there and it counted as a fail. Fuck it up on purpose. I don't know about that.
No, I don't want to. Not yet. Some poor guy named Dick had to put his name in here, and the scene was ruined.
Is that you?
This is the game we should have named ourselves Akechi.
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Hey.
Kaine.
You and your sister. You have a good life, Kay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, all right? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Oh.
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it.
Well, sure.
We just let her go. Who do you love more than anyone else? Amelia.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Or just Emil.
Oh, babies.
Thank you. I love it.
It's not a lunar tear, is it?
It looks like it.
Right?
It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Forgot how small we are, and it's really cool that our boots grew up with us.
Yeah. Aww.
Wow, so many A's.
I know. Look at all the Adam. Hey,
Wow.
Adam.
Adam. Wow. I don't think I ever remember seeing a game that did credits alphabetically.
No, very interesting.
Yeah. Hey, Aoyuki. I wonder who she plays. Do you think she
Kaine?
plays Yona? Oh, oh my god. Aoyuki Kaine would be the best. Yeah, Aoyuki is so busy. And she's just in so much. Hey, DC Douglas. Oh, actually, it should have
Hey,
said who she
DK.
was. David Ribs Carrillo! Hey, there he is
There
again.
he is.
I remember seeing him in NieR.
I know. I love ribs.
Or, well, I guess Automata. Love Ribs. Oh, you'll find out who Aoyuki voices. Oh,
Aaron
interesting.
Fitzgerald, Luis.
It's cool how they were spoilers there. That's neat. Hanako. Oh, Heather Hogan. Yona, English. That was very sweet, though.
A plaything.
They were literally the same side of the coin. Both wanted to protest their sister.
Mr. Mega Hussy! They really did. They wanted the same thing, but different.
A different side of the same coin?
Yeah, and like, boy, and And other Yona was like, it's not right for me to be in this body when someone else is here, and then was like, bye,
Yeah, because
into the sunshine.
They didn't expect the replicants to develop their own egos.
No.
Which raised questions of morality.
Name the character. Bashes the keyboard keys randomly to make a 27-letter name.
I love how it says Kira Buckland and then just question marks. That's so cool.
Mr. Megahasi, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Megahasi.
Kyle McCarthy.
Question marks.
Question marks. Ooh. Gee, I wonder who those two could be.
Right? Laura Bailey, Kyla. Wonderful. My Emil. It's so funny how you can like understand the words sometimes. Very pretty song.
One final boss later. Player, oh no.
Mr. Megahasi, oh no.
Oh, was there Matt Mercer? I missed him.
Yeah, we're in the R's now. Ray Chase.
Player, second half.
Robbie.
AEP33 additional voices. Nice. Yoko. Sam Riegel, Jacob, and additional voices.
I miss Jacob. He
Me
was
too.
stable.
Wrong kid died.
Yeah. Yeah, doing credits alphabetically, such an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Spike Spencer.
I want to know the reason behind it, but then it might just be like, I don't know, lol.
Yeah, because it's satisfying.
Yeah, it is. It's also cool. It seems like they did like the entire staff across all versions.
Yeah. What a beautiful song, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yasuhiro, voice actor. Yoko Taro, creative director, depression giver.
Yeah.
Yui Ishikawa, question, question, question. Also, mid management.
Yuri Lowenthal, Gideon and the Postman.
Yuri, the only one for me.
Hey. Zach, player first half. Oh, Wendy Lee was a voice director? Nice. She did a really good
A
job.
really good job.
I think I'm just gonna...
I think that's a good call.
A route. I'm gonna just go to the bathroom real quick and then we'll launch this off. Right.
Okay. But where was Bryce? Where was Bryce? What was Bryce? Hey, Bryce, where are you? Hey. How many routes are there? That's a good question. I don't even know. Oh, NieR Automata? So good. There's 6 routes, A through E. Okay. This is the saddest Sesame Street alphabet lesson ever. Are we doing all the routes? That's a good question. I have no idea. I wonder what game Yoko Taro is making now. Game of life.
NieR mobile game.
NieR Mobile.
Exit the clear data save screen. Yes. Ending B. Load your character data after completing the game to experience Kaine story.
Oh, cool.
You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to the options menu. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. Change music has been added to the game settings. That's cool. B, bitch, you gonna cry?
New menu screen.
Little bitch book.
Yeah, oh, bitchy book.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway.
I really like Emil's stab. I think it's just really cool.
It's so cool.
Kaine's dreams.
Discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. Should I play things before we continue?
Sure.
Man, never got to upgrade the Dragoon Lance. Massive L, Clay.
Angry!
I heard that storyline really drags Zoon.
Yoko Taro lives off the tears of his fans and you can't convince me otherwise.
JD! Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from the huts as villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Interesting simile.
That's a really good simile.
Those traits combined with the pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out.
Yoo-hoo, Kaine!
The voice belonged to Demo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado.
What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home?
Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While the villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed.
I didn't say you could leave, freak.
Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me. She lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt.
Oh, look! The little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead?
Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open.
Show me.
No.
Did you just say no?
Demo grinned evilly.
You don't say no to me. No one says no to me.
Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts.
Come on, guys. Let's give the freak what she deserves.
As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled up into a ball and tried to make the pain stop.
I don't get it, you freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are.
Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to.
Freak.
Freak!
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 Freak! Freak!
Freak! Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my God, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage.
Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it.
Grandma! The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth.
Ow!
He screamed, leaping to his feet.
Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch.
That's a lie.
You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch, and a big one. That thing could have killed me.
The old woman shrugged.
Death is the best cure for stupid.
Damn! Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground.
Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you!
Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh.
Ha! Look at the fat boy go! I guess she's healthy enough to run from a fight.
The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting out the blood on her forehead.
Oh, Kaine,
she said.
Why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot.
The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me, and they think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away.
Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt to cross it. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?
The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice.
You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it.
As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all of these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma?
Of course not. Don't be silly.
Dumbass.
Don't be silly, dumbass.
Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. My body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mum and Dad wouldn't...
Hush,
interrupted Grandma.
I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, then they could just go to hell.
And with that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these?
I just stumbled on them when I was out doing the shopping.
She stole them. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers.
It didn't quite turn out right,
said her grandmother as she squinted at it.
These older hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you.
Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?
Of course you are. What a fool thing to say.
Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled.
We're gonna be fine, you and me. Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine.
Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop the smoke from drifting away on the wind. Stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. Oh, I see, like holding onto it tightly.
Yeah.
The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vein and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life. Damn.
I shall play a thing, how about?
Sure.
Read me a story, Clay.
Ulvan, and the story you shall get.
All right. Gather round, everyone. Gather round.
Do you want to switch off?
Oh, no, it's fine. I got it. Let's do some voice. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through.
Stupid piece of shit axe.
Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine.
That you, Kaine?
Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment.
Don't get too close or I might just take your goddamn foot off by mistake.
She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something?" The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, and then smiled.
Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards.
Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it, oh crap! And she suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh.
Pretty clumsy, girl. Oh, you better practice if you...
Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket.
Get the bucket. Can't let it spill.
Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook, and after a moment the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away.
Stop that! Just stop!
She cried, breathing heavily.
It ain't like I'm dying. Oh, just tired from the trip is all.
Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed.
I don't like it, god damn it. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up.
The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark, rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. A few adults could see she glanced sideways. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, and then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove to myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. Hey lady, Kaine said with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheek shook in a bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? They seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at the small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found.
Oh my god!
He sputtered.
What are you doing, you freak?
The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it, stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter. She asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Barked Demo.
That old bitch finally keel over?
Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. Before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall, behind the counter, rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle, but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "It's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medication. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think it mattered that much. I know your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Callie?" thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling over this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandmother's an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured in quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, and even bleeding in a bit of places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm.
"Back already, are you?"
Her grandma said with a yawn.
"Come here and let me have a look at you."
Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back to allow herself to relax.
"Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?"
"It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was."
"Funny?"
asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket, and after a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait.
"A portrait of me? Ridiculous. Oh, no one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone."
"But Grandma, it'll make you live forever."
"Horseshit,"
said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed.
"Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with dinner."
But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandma was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and slowly let it drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something." The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment.
"Let me be the judge of that,"
she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch would have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time and then slowly wheezed out a laugh.
"Oh, Kaine,"
she said between the laughter.
"Oh, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it."
"But..."
"Hush! I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always."
True to her word, the woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked that her grandmother take the artwork down.
"Posh,"
said the old woman.
"I'll take it down when they roll me in my shroud."
She pondered this for a bit, and then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee.
Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness.
It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory. A perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Oh, all right.
Want me to take over?
Sure.
Let me get a little bit of water in me first.
Yeah, Kaine's grandmother's sweet.
Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust.
Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug.
The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted.
It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry.
Why the hell
would I be feeding you bugs?
Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug,
said Kaine.
And I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible.
With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible.
Oh, yeah. That's terrible, all right.
You little brat,
laughed the old woman.
Look at that sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact.
5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from those bullies. As often as the way with two stubborn people, their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burnt berries rolling through her belly.
Where are you going today?
Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore.
Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones. I need them to take the wheelbarrow.
Flagstones?
So I need to take the wheelbarrow.
What the hell for?
Kaine stared at her grandmother and then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round.
Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection.
The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world.
Oh, God damn, girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway.
I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday.
The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter.
Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other.
Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that.
A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at a carnival.
Yes,
she said after a little bit.
Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is...
She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought that it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it.
You're gonna be a true woman soon,
Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair.
So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become.
Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand.
You're a beautiful thing,
said the old woman.
And there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you.
Okay, Grandma, that's enough of your goddamn compliments for one day.
Such a mouth on you. Where did that come from?
Gee, I wonder.
I'll teach you to sass me, girl,
yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face.
Grandma! Sorry.
The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she'd ever seen them.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just...
Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she'd ever seen.
Listen.
Oh wait, no, this is you.
Listen,
she said.
Maybe I should stay home after all.
No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot, or I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you.
Kaine rolled her eyes and then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself. But in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending the few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick, black cloud that just hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot onto itself.
Oh, God, no.
Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself.
Grandma? Grandma!
Kaine ran then, faster than she ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't beat fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicion confirmed. The smoke from the fire that was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through a means of a large, armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in random, chaotic patterns, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending a small whirlwind spinning towards around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering, inky blackness as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "All right, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me. Let's go." The shade eyed Kaine with bemused interest. Then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to go look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins.
Grandma.
At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. "She's alive," thought Kaine. "Alive!" Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yards toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot the trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how to use her legs. "Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now!" As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped towards the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women, flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard! Laughing at us! She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive only to snuff out life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill that bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backwards, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep.
You can...
Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted with laughter and then raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air towards the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine. Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out through the smoke. Grandma, Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No! I said run, goddammit! You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's claw's foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted up its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of the embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after another, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged at the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, and the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! Kill it! Kill it now! As the spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Well. Isn't this familiar?
Yeah.
Wait a second. You're not Kaine. Damn.
Oh, this game! Why did it be like this? Oh.
Who knew it would utilize our greatest fear?
Reading.
Words.
Route B is looking like it's gonna make us all sad. Damn.
Yeah.
Poor Kaine.
Very cool, though. We have more of this tomorrow, and in less than an hour, some tax evasion.
Yeah.
With a certain turnip.
More reading, I suppose?
Yeah, probably more reading. The NyanCave can read, after all. Actually, it's less reading, and it's more making sounds based on the letters that are in front of us, if that makes sense. It's like falling with style, you know? Hello, but thank you for being here. You know, depression aside, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Phonetics, yeah. It's like, it's less like conscious reading, it's more like ultra instinct, you know? It's like that. I can't remember where it came from, but I wanted to have, a long time ago when I was playing, D&D or whatever, the Dungeon Master wanted, like, the characters to have a unique, like, non-combat ability. And I think I wanted one of my guys to be illiterate, but be able to, like, smell words.
Smell words?
Yeah, so it was like, yeah. See if I saw the words for like a distance, I would be able to read them, but if I smelt them, then it would work out. And I think it was going to be in, like, basically any language. You can smell the words. I can't remember if it was, like, it was a reference. I was reading a lot of, like, stuff at the time, so I can't say for sure. It's hard to pinpoint. Should have been done before. I'm sorry, but I wanted to smell the words.
Smell the words.
Smell the words.
Wow.
And it wasn't like a precise thing. It was like you get a gist of it. A gist, if you will. Oh, yeah. Reeks of darkness. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I miss Graham.
Graham. Yeah. Popala and Devla spoke of restarting again, so that's also interesting as to where it exists in the timeline. We'll find out later, of course.
Yeah.
As the game goes on. Yeah. But we'll see you guys soon. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks
Off
again.
for a silly, jaunty time. We're going to have a Tournament Man evades taxes coming up next at 3:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye. And I'm so proud of you.
Aww.